Hello everybody, these are the fusion projects I've got on the go at the moment. They've been sitting in the pond for a month. As you can see, they've rooted through quite well and they're growing very healthily, thrown out a lot of shoots which need tying in, but it's quite a tangled mess at the moment. So what I'm going to do is actually defoliate these trees, and that will give me room to get in, get out some of these dead and or dying leaves from the middle, and that will give me room to tie these shoots in further up. So this will do two things. Obviously it makes it easier to tie them in, but hopefully it will throw out a lot more side branches from each leaf node, which will give me more shoots to tie in either later this season or maybe next spring. I imagine watching me defoliate this entire tree would be only marginally more interesting than watching paint dry. So I'm going to carry on doing this and let you guys catch up with me when it's done. Okay, that's one done, the pollarded form. Interesting to note on this particular tree, or this particular species of white willow, the shoots that have had a lot of sun go this sort of yellowy red orange colour, and as do the stems. Those that receive little sun stay bright fresh green. I think that's even more pronounced in here. I'm partway through defoliating this one. There's a lot of dead leaves and debris that I'm going to have to pull out as well. So I'm just going to keep going. I'll come back to it in a minute. Okay, that's pretty much all the leaves removed. I've also taken some of the growing tips off as well, which might seem a bit strange as it hasn't reached the top of the form yet, but I do still have quite a lot of gaps that need covering in, so hopefully this will encourage the tree to throw out lots of these side shoots, and they can be tied in as well. That's my plan. I'm going to tie some of these extra ones in. I've got some odd shoots that are coming out of the side already. They're beautifully flexible, so that just be turned in like so. And we'll have a look once I've done some of that. That's the Pollarded Willow fusion bonsai done for now. I've tied in as many shoots as I can. I'm to tie some of them in very loosely at the moment because some of them are very delicate and I don't want to bruise them too badly. I think covering the end is going to be quite interesting. Obviously the trees are going to be thinner at the top than they are at the bottom, and yet I want to fill a fatter space at the top to get that swelling that you always see in a pollarded willow. Before anyone comments, I know it has a slightly phallic look, but that wasn't quite what I had in mind. Now we go on to this one. Again, I'm going to tie in all of these shoots, fill in as many gaps at the bottom as I possibly can. There are still going to be gaps as we go up, but hopefully I'll get quite a bit of back budding, and we'll be able to fill in the gaps as we go. Okay, again we'll come back and have a look at it once I've tied them all in. Okay, so I just quickly try and show you as I'm going on. I take my piece of wire and then I'm trying to choose a thickish shoot that I can then tie in. It actually overlaps with several others. Which is in theory holding those in place. And will also, I don't know whether you saw that or not. We'll try again. Cut the excess off, and where I can, I'm tucking it in. If that makes any kind of sense. That could have been a bit tighter, but I don't want to bruise the new shoot. Oops, tripod malfunction. Sorry about that. Okay, so I'm going to take this one across there, so I'm going to push my loop through like so. It's quite fiddly, but it's strangely meditative. Okay, so it's kind of holding some of these others in place. I'm going to have to put a piece across the middle, but you get the vague idea. Again, that piece will come across and be tied in there, and so on and so forth. Okay, so I think I've done all I can do for today. Tied in as many shoots as possible. Still got lots of gaps, as you can see. Worse this side, as I began to run out of cuttings, but some of these spindly shoots are too fine to tie in without damaging. Don't want to bruise them too badly. Some of these will need to be tied in later, but probably not this year now. It's taken about 5 hours to get to this point today. As you can see, the roots have dried up and died off, but there are plenty more roots in the pot, so I'm not overly concerned about that. All I'm going to do with these now is put them back in the pond and just leave them to grow. I'll turn them about once a week to get equal sunlight on all sides, and we'll revisit this towards the end of the summer. Thanks for watching.